Greetings, West Rutland friends. Mr. Hampton here, coming back to you with part 2, explaining the music send-home activity packet that students got the last 2 days of school that we were there. I also gave copies of this to all of the homeroom teachers. And if you haven't gotten a copy, there are copies available in the hallway where work and food is being delivered and picked up. So you can request one as well. And of course, if there are no more copies or you have no way to get them, please let me know. Send me an email to the grcsu.org address, and I will make sure that some way we can get you a packet. Keep in mind, your students are amazing musicians. They're great teachers. So if you take this out and have them explain some of this to you, I'm sure they will. They've been really great when we have substitute teachers. So let them be your teacher as well. So we left off video 1 where my iPad cut me off on the 1, 2, third row down, and we were talking about when my aunt came back. And I'll do that for you in a video. It says next, complete both color by note rhythm pictures. So this is the last box on the 3rd row to the right. Complete both color by note rhythm pictures. So some students have seen these before. There's 2 of them here for your fun. And rhythms, if you have watched the rhythm review video, which not many people have, rhythm's important, get to that video. We talk about tas and titis and ta, or bubblegum notes, as well as the rests. So for those of you who would like to guide your students on this little color by rhythm guitar picture, you're going to be using the color brown to color in the quarter note, or the ta. You're going to be using red to color in the titis, or the 8th notes. And in this, we just have the last one is a rest, or a sh, and you're going to color that blue. I would love to see pictures of those done, and maybe hang those up in your windows for the community to see. On the other side here, we have a little frog, and we add the bubblegum note, or the half note. That's a longer sound, it's a longer rhythm, so it'd be ta. It's worth 2 beats, or 2-foot taps. So in this, the little frog, you're going to be coloring the quarter note, or the ta, in green. You're going to be coloring the half note, or the bubblegum note, in orange. And the titis, or the 8th notes, you're going to be coloring in red. And again, I'd love to see pictures of these sent to my email. That'd be great. We'll hang them up in your window. Better yet, take a picture of them hanging in your window. Okay, so that's that one there. Moving down to the second to last row, a sailor went to CCC. That's a quick one, an easy one, and I'll do that in a video for you. The next one over is clap and say 10 different rhythms. Play them on a homemade instrument, and or complete the note reading worksheets. So this would be more for 3rd, 4th grade students, although 2nd graders, you're on deck. So if you want to start reading some notes to create your own music, say you have a piano at home, you could do the note reading worksheet to learn the note names of the staff. Remember, the musical alphabet is so much easier than the regular alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. So that's something you could do. On the other side there's words that get spelled out. So if you have written underneath each quarter note, in this case, each ta, write the note name, the letter underneath it. It should spell a word. So if they have written them correctly, or if you've helped correctly, families, this will say some words. I did a homemade one as well. Also, again, if you put the letter, the correct letter of the note underneath the note that's written, it should create real words. Except for down here, this second half, starting on this line here, this is called the bass clef, or Papa F clef. And we have not yet gotten to Papa F. But if you wanted to look up the note names to the bass clef, that's going to be a Google search. You could complete this task as well. All right, dance to 9 different songs. People, just dance, have fun. Music is supposed to be fun, so I hope that you're finding time to dance. Have a video lesson with a friend, so maybe you can meet with a friend online, and you could do some activities together. That'd be a great challenge. The last activity on the second to last line is listen to a piece of music and use the coloring sheet provided to name the song and draw what you felt when you were listening to it. And then, practicing some writing, write how you felt. And so the sheet that you should have in your packet. Maybe put the date there for you. And you would write, today I listened to, well actually it says that right there, today we listened to, and choose a piece of music. And maybe if you can make copies, you can do this a couple times. While you're listening, or maybe you listen a couple times, or you listen with some crayons or some colored pencils, and while you're listening to this music, and we've done this in class before, draw the feelings that you're seeing or getting, or draw what you think is happening in the music. I'd love to see that. And then maybe you can write right where it says, it made me feel. How did that song that you listened to feel? I challenge you to post this in your window, take a picture of it. I'll know, because you sent it to me. Or I'll see it on Facebook. So the last line on this bingo sheet, again, I don't know if my friends have access to technology, but there is a activity on Chrome. If you go to Google Chrome, and I do believe you can do this on Chromebooks, I'm not sure if iPads work, but if you use your Chromebook, or you at least attempt on whatever device, you have to search Chrome Music Lab. That's Chrome Music Lab. All K, first and second graders, third and fourth, too, and above, have done the Chrome Music Lab. And it's just an online safe forum to create and explore sound and music. That's actually really fun. There's hours of activities there for Chrome Music Lab. Moving over, playing along recorder lessons. So that's a Mr. Henry thing there. The third and fourth graders should hopefully be doing their recorders. Checking with him on that, though. And we already talked about watching E-I-E-I Oops, so searching E-I-E-I Oops on YouTube, and that 21 minute or so live recording of a school doing it. That's the play we want to do. And it says, read and color the instrument family's packet. Okay, so we take a quick look here, make sure I don't miss any of them. But here's the percussion. And if I am correct here, I did two-sided, that's right, two-sided here. So you could color and read together, read aloud what these instruments are, color them in, put them on your window, let me see them. Same thing with the string family and the woodwind family. And those are only just a few instruments that exist. Oh, and the brass family as well. So many more instruments out there too, as we know. And let's see here, moving on, that's about it here. The last thing that was attached to that packet was a class read aloud. I know third and fourth graders have done this in the past. This is a great thing to do with first and second graders right now, and even third and fourth graders to review. All right, so you would read this together. I am a, let's see here. You have to figure that out. And then there's a little review at the bottom. So you do the reading together, and then down here, questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Can you identify those symbols by checking up here? I bet you can. Moving on in that packet, continuing to read together. How many lines and spaces are on the staff? The staff is where music lives. And they all have different note names. And they all live on different places in the staff. Some live in spaces, some live in lines. And you're going to need a ruler so you can connect the dots here on this activity to create your own staff with the proper amount of lines. If you count up, you should see how many there are. Music, we talked about naming the notes. What tells us what the notes are is this little thing called a clef. In this case, this is a treble clef. If you don't know that, you're in real trouble. Just kidding. Mama G clef, we call her. All right. This is really hard to draw. I would have some fun, and I would draw and trace your Mama G clef, and then I would do the same thing, draw and trace Mama G clef down here as well. And then, of course, some more reading. You're going to be copying what you see here, everything from Mama G clef to this thing called a time signature, half notes, quarter notes, whole note. Can you copy that in this blank line here? And then the same thing down here. Okay. So that's the music bingo sheet explained 100%, part 2. Make sure, of course, in all this online learning, you find time to be safe outside and to get some fresh air. So much we can do to take care of ourselves and our families. So thinking about you folks, and don't hesitate to send me a message if you need any help with any of this. And pay attention for some more videos. All right, thanks. See you around the block.